Gaelic football, for Larry Tompkins has again defied medical expectations to make a dramatic comeback after a 12-month absence. However, injuries to wing-backs Kieran O'Sullivan and Anthony Davis have caused a major reshuffle at the back, where Mark Farr and Paul Coleman are relatively unfamiliar names in the corners, pushing out Brian Corcoran and Niall Cahalane to the flanks. Stephen Calnan is a championship newcomer at number 10, as is under-21 player from Newmarket, Mark O'Sullivan, a late replacement for the selected John O'Driscoll. Good news for Kerry is that experienced goalkeeper Peter O'Leary has recovered from an injury that caused him to miss the first-round victory over Limerick. But as you can see from the line-out for today's big game, Kerry are without towering midfielder Noel O'Mahony, and that brings together Conor Carney and Liam Flaherty, better known as a wing-back. Elsewhere, Mike Hassett is an exciting newcomer at left full-back, and the amusingly named Bingo Driscoll joins team captain Timmy Fleming in the half-forward line, with key man Maurice Fitzgerald again at full-forward. Referee for today's big game is Paddy Russell of Tipperary, and I can tell you that Kerry won the toss but elected to play against the wind. That means they're playing from right to left into the setty end. Cork in their familiar red jerseys playing downfield into the Blackrock end of Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and already we have the first free of the game. A superb atmosphere in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, a huge crowd as always for the meeting of these great rivals. We were more used to down to the years seeing them in Munster finals. This is a semi-final, of course. Conor Carney's free, one in there, one well too by Mark Farr. A confident first touch for the man from Doheny's. Well, even before the throw-in, Kerry had switched, not surprisingly, Billy O'Shea from left half-forward to centre half-forward, and the team captain Timmy Fleming is at centre-forward. But it's Cork attacking. Stephen Calnan on his first championship outing for Cork, curling that one in. It looked very promising, but it finished wide. A good kick out by Peter O'Leary into the wind, showing no ill effects of that injury, but taken down there by Danny Cullity. Stephen O'Brien there, the Cork captain, looking downfield as Colin Corkery, the scoring sensation of the 1993 Munster and All-Ireland Championship, shapes up to a long-range free, but he struck it true accurately over the bar. Danny Cullity coming for this one. Liam Flaherty didn't jump with him. That must be a major worry for Kerry. Played through to the advancing Shea Fahy. Back to Don Davis on the burst. He had a wonderful, gave a wonderful performance in the All-Ireland final, Don Davis, and he has given a lovely little short ball to Colin Corkery there. Thank you very much, said Colin Corkery, putting it straight over the bar. Well, that ball came through from midfield where Kerry simply didn't contest the kick out, and eventually Don Davis gave the scoring pass to Colin Corkery. Around the middle of the field, Larry Tompkins has pulled Connie Murphy over towards the dropping ball, but at long last Kerry win a ball from their own kick out. Very good run by Seamus Moynihan to Billy O'Shea in support. Moynihan has gone in support too, but Brian Corcoran was back there for Cork. He shipped a hard challenge, and the referee Paddy Russell is right there to make a booking. Well, for once Fahy and Cullity were missing from the middle, but Stephen O'Brien was able to tidy up. So too is Niall Cahalane. Looks for Corkery again. Mark O'Sullivan, the full forward. It was played through to him. He was being pushed by Anthony Gleeson, and referee Paddy Russell had no hesitation in giving the free. Colin Corkery. It was virtually a tap over for one of the most accurate free takers in the game. Billy Morgan, the Cork manager, must be satisfied, especially with the way his midfielders Fahy and Cullity have dominated the early play. Seamus Moynihan played that disastrously short, and Don Davis can punish the mistake. Don Davis has Mark O'Sullivan free inside, but that was very, very well taken out. Superb play. Connie Murphy, vastly experienced, went back there to save a very, very dangerous situation from a Kerry point of view. Sean Ganey plays it inside to Pally in front of the goal. A great save by John Kearns. He advanced, he was composed, he was very strong, and he batted that ball out. Well, Kerry worked the 1-2 very well there. Certainly the pass favoured the attacking player. He may have been aiming for the far corner, but John Kearns had advanced so well and picked up such a perfect position that the save was always on. Eamon Breen playing it short to Seamus Moynihan. Kerry's short game isn't working all that well, however. We've gone past 15 minutes and they still haven't scored. Cork have 3 points. Bingo Driscoll playing it down towards Pally. The ball plays short to Bingo Driscoll. He'll go for the goal, but he's put it right across the face of the goal, and he has missed a glorious chance, but it's gone out for a 45. However, there was a goal there for Kerry, the second inside 2 or 3 minutes. Well, there's it coming through to Bingo Driscoll. He drove it, but John Kearns with his right leg got that ball out. Another brilliant stop by the Cork goalkeeper, John Kearns. Now, Maurice Fitzgerald, somewhat surprisingly, didn't go for the point from a free from much closer range. He goes for the 45, and he gets it. At last, Kerry and Maurice Fitzgerald are on the board, 3 points to 1. Conor Kearney knocking it down for Kerry. They're coming more into the game now. Pushed on by Billy O'Shea. But Sean Ganey, who's playing a lone hand now on the full forward line, was beaten to that one rather easily by Mark O'Connor, who played it down to Colin Corkery and to Kieran O'Sullivan. Anthony Gleeson was holding Mark O'Sullivan. Mark O'Sullivan, the championship debutant. And the man in is Barry Coffey, one of the most experienced players on the panel, who had been carrying an injury, but clearly Billy Morgan is happy that he's able to go in. Colin Corkery then, with the right, from the right. But he just didn't quite get his judgment right that time, and it faded at the last second and went wide off a post. Peter O'Leary varies the kick out, but Danny Cullity is rising very high for that one for Cork, and he improvised very cleverly there in getting that ball back to his captain, the sturdy Stephen O'Brien, the man who led Nemo Rangers to All-Ireland club success. Thrown in there from outside the sideline by Colin Corkery, who hotly disputes that decision. And Billy Morgan is enraged by that decision and by whatever else is going on down there. And unless I'm mistaken, that's Johnny Mulvihill, the Kerry selector, and they're having a right go at each other. And they're still having a right go at each other. Extraordinary scenes in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Seamus Moynihan to burst through for Kerry, a very determined player. To Maurice Fitzgerald, he's beaten again hurled by Markham. Timmy Fleming, the Kerry captain, on the ball. Driving it down to Sean Ganey, but the ball goes wide. John Kearns and Niall Cahalane between them in control of that situation. And there's still a buzz about Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Punched down by Conor Kearney, but only to Mark O'Connor, the outstanding defender on the field today. Paul McGrath gave it to Larry Tompkins. A great ball by Larry Tompkins to Mark O'Sullivan in front of the goal. It just fell away from him a little bit. O'Sullivan recovered beautifully and puts over a delightful point. Well, a lovely bit of skill here in the finishing by Mark O'Sullivan, but I have to say that a lot of the credit should go to Larry Tompkins. Knocked away from Liam Flaherty by Danny Cullity. Played across towards Stephen Calman. Eamon Breen is going in hard for Kerry, but fair. Good play by Eamon Breen, and he spots Mike Hassett, who rolled the tackle very well, and the second tackle, and got a free. Fantastic buzz around Páirc Uí Chaoimh as Kerry lift their game. And can get that ball up the field towards Billy O'Shea, who runs past halfway. Larry Tompkins is trying to give chase, but O'Shea has a lot of pace. Well played, Larry Tompkins, to keep the pressure on. Back to Pally. That man going forward is Connie Murphy. It comes back off the post. Barry Coffey back covering. This game is played at a lightning pace now. This is hectic stuff in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, but totally absorbing. Won by Conor Carney. Seamus Moynihan looks in field to Connie Murphy, who likes to go forward. He has gone forward once or twice in this game already. Connie Murphy gives it to Timmy Fleming, the captain. He's playing at full forward now, incidentally, and that's why Mark O'Connor is out around there, and Bingo Driscoll gives it back. But remember, Kerry are playing into a wind here at Páirc Uí Chaoimh, even though they won the toss. Danny Cullity plays it across to Larry Tompkins. He'd been brought up the field by Connie Murphy. Down towards Paul McGrath. He wins it off Sean Burke. It should really have been Sean Burke's ball. Don Davis in support. A fantastic atmosphere in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Don Davis is knifing his way through. He mishits it, however, and it's an easy one for Peter O'Leary. It starts all over again. Eamon Breen. Liam Flaherty in support. Flaherty from Ballydonoghue. Down towards Maurice Fitzgerald, who's now playing in the half-forward line. The strong Brian Corcoran stands his ground. Maurice Fitzgerald could be penalised here. He is. Great work by Brian Corcoran, and what a match this dual star is playing. Disappointed at his performance in last year's All-Ireland final by his own high standards. Here's a man who has high standards almost every day he plays football at any level. Indeed, you could say every day. Shea Fahy, Larry Tompkins, driving that ball in, over the bar, beautifully taken by Larry Tompkins, and Tompkins is back. Well, in this World Cup era, the long ball is often criticised, but the long ball tactics are working well for Cork today, and Larry Tompkins got the point. One-handed by Tompkins, to Cullity in support, to Fahy in support. Looking for Corkery, well taken, well grabbed by Hassett. Seamus Moynihan. Liam Flaherty is calling for the ball. Moynihan is in a little bit of trouble. Connie Murphy to help. Flaherty free for Kerry. Cullity is chasing back for Cork. There are men moving. Timmy Fleming. Well shadowed by Mark O'Connor. Timmy Fleming driving infield, but getting into a little bit of trouble. Getting out of trouble. And getting a great point. Timmy Fleming, the captain, leads by outstanding personal example. Well, he was well shadowed all the way by Mark O'Connor, but he stuck at it and was very accurate with that drive. Tompkins goes for two-handed. Won it very well, has a man to give it to Davis, but off the left foot, Tompkins plays it too short. Mike Hassett, the championship newcomer from Lawn Rangers, has settled well into this game after some uncomfortable moments with Colin Corkery in the early stages. He has to get rid of this, however. Hassett drives it down towards Pally at the second attempt. Paul Coleman is chasing back. Pally past halfway. Driving through. Nobody to give it to, however, but he has now. Is there a penalty? The referee is going through, and he has given the penalty. Billy O'Shea was the man who came in support of Pally. Niall Cahalan came across, Lade went down. Penalty Kerry. "32 minutes of play in the first half. Penalty taker Maurice Fitzgerald. Oh, Maurice Fitzgerald. Well, Maurice Fitzgerald hasn't been quite himself in this game because of the very effective close attentions of Mark O'Connor and the other Cork backs. But he's on his game now, and he drove in the penalty goal. Don Davis versus Seamus Moynihan. They've had a great tussle, this pair. and Cork get a free, and it's an important one because after a goal, the team that concedes the goal always likes to get quickly back into attack and get a settling score. They're level in Páirc Uí Chaoimh as Colin Corkery swings in a huge free all the way over the bar. That's the perfect reply by Cork. Bingo Driscoll playing it down the line towards Maurice Fitzgerald. He's been playing a little bit better since he's got more room away from full forward. Seamus Moynihan to Maurice Fitzgerald, the man who got the penalty goal. Swings over a beautiful left-footed point. And that's much more like it from Maurice Fitzgerald. Well, for this second half, Cork are so worried that Joe Kavanagh, though injured, is in the side. He comes in at full forward, and in a reshuffle, Stephen Callan is the man taken off. Pallade attacking for Kerry, bidding to give Kerry the lead, but playing a poor ball in, way too low with the wind. That's an effort that's very, very disappointing, and Pallade himself knows it better than anybody. Maurice Fitzgerald playing better, much better since he came out from full forward. To Timmy Fleming. Level pegging in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Timmy Fleming could go for the point from there. And he did, and he got it. And Kerry are in front. A great roll of appreciation for one of Cork's favourite sons. Dual All-Ireland medalist in hurling and football in the 1 year, the only one ever, Teddy McCarthy, Cork's third son. And Sean Geaney couldn't take that ball off Cahalane, but Kerry are working ever so hard, putting the Cork defence under pressure, and Stephen O'Brien there is Danny Cullity rather, mightily relieved to win a free. Turns towards Don Davis, but Eamon Breen is getting the better of that challenge. He's had a very good match for Kerry this afternoon. To Liam Flaherty. Barry Coffey took that one really well. That's it to Teddy McCarthy. Shea Fahy. Nicely to Joe Kavanagh. Down towards Colin Corkery. Paul McGrath has gone outside him. Paul McGrath looking for the point, but putting it across the face of the goal, and Peter O'Leary doesn't even want it to go wide. Connie Murphy driving upfield for Kerry. He has been a very steady influence in this Kerry side this afternoon, not for the first time. Teddy McCarthy switches it towards Paul McGrath, but Seamus Moynihan wins that ball. Has had a great match, Seamus Moynihan. Bingo Driscoll on the ball. Sean Burke in support. He may have to give this back to Bingo Driscoll. It's too far out to try for the point. Turns inside Bingo Driscoll. Can give it to Liam Flaherty. Tries for the point, Liam Flaherty. It's a very good effort. It's a superb point. And Kerry are one up again. Barry Coffey can play equally well at wing back or wing forward. Paul McGrath took his eye off the play there. Coffey was looking for Paul McGrath, but he had his back to the ball. Driven down by Sean Burke towards Timmy Fleming. He looks up and finds Sean Geaney free. Sean Geaney gets the goal. There's the most delighted Kerry man in Cork City this afternoon. It was a great ball to Timmy Fleming, a great ball from Timmy Fleming, a great goal by Sean Geaney. Well, Billy Morgan said in an interview during the week that home advantage would mean nothing, that Kerry have won here in the past, that Cork have won in Killarney. There's a Cork man flying through, but way, way back. It's a free to Cork. Colin Corkery putting that free over the bar. Very good kick by Colin Corkery. A 5-point lead was a huge lead. 4. Well, Cork will feel that there's only 2 scores in it now. That was a valuable one from Corkery. The man in for Kerry is Sean McGilligan from Knocknagoshel. Larry Tompkins trying to steady Cork, trying to get them into the game a bit more forcefully in attack. Teddy McCarthy under pressure, plays a good ball to Stephen O'Brien, attacking from centre half back. There's a foul by Billy Shea. Very good play by Stephen O'Brien. Well found too by Teddy McCarthy. Colin Corkery. It was virtually a tap over for one of the most accurate free takers in the game. Ogie Moran on the field, the former Kerry star, has 8 All-Ireland medals. He'd love these lads out here to get even one. So Colin Corkery's last point has whittled that lead from 5 to 3. And Cork will feel now that there's only just a kick of the ball between them, because 5 minutes ago, at 5 points down, it was looking very, very ominous for the champions. Colin Corkery, he's dragging Cork back into it. Tompkins knocks it down. The referee is having a very close look. Stephen O'Brien, the man with the ball. Seamus Moynihan, the Kerry man with the ball. Billy O'Shea in support. He turned in, he turned out, and Connie Murphy came to help him. The strong, strong man in the Kerry defence, Connie Murphy. Danny Cullity to Paul Coleman. Good crossfield ball to Colin Corkery. Won it off Mike Hassett. Mike Hassett sticks to his task and his man very, very well. 2 Corkmen going in. One of them is Stephen O'Brien. He's arriving for the goal, and he gets it gloriously. It takes the captain to show the way. 3 times in this second half, Stephen O'Brien has gone forward. Just look at this for finishing from the Cork skipper. Mark O'Connor knocks it down to Niall Cahalane, to Shea Fahy, to Cahalane. Seamus Moynihan, the Kerry man, standing under this. Don Davis for Cork, scything his way through. Put to ground, free to Cork. They can lead here again. This is incredible stuff in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. 12 to 12. And now Cork are 1 up again. And once more, it's Colin Corkery's free taking that does the job. 1-10 to Cork, 2-6 to their great rivals Kerry. Cork 1 up. Stephen O'Brien wins that ball again. What a match the Cork captain has had. Not alone has he played brilliantly himself, but he has inspired all around him, such as Brian Corcoran. Plays a good ball, Corcoran, to Corkery. Great movement to the right. Corkery holds up the play. His scores have been vital as always. Mark O'Connor attacking. Timmy Fleming there for Kerry. Mark O'Connor will have to part with this ball. He didn't part with it in time. Mark O'Connor wins that ball magnificently for Cork to Barry Coffey. Stephen O'Brien goes forward again. Paul McGrath for Cork. Billy O'Shea wasn't able to lay a hand on him. Connie Murphy comes to it. Very good ball in to Teddy McCarthy, who puts it over the bar sensibly. But what a beautiful pass in. Well, this was a lovely ball into Teddy McCarthy. Clutched it and then put it over the bar smartly. Shefa, he needs a bit of help here. He can get it from Brian Corcoran. Brian Corcoran, one of the strongest young men in the game. And that applies to hurling as well. Not such a good ball in, however. Bingo Driscoll for Kerry. He has shown a lot of pace in this game. His finishing has let him down once or twice. He'll be anxious to get this ball over the bar. Unchallenged, he goes for the point and gets it. Bingo Driscoll going through there, making amends for a couple of wides earlier on. Three and a half minutes to go in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. If there are neutrals here, they'd love this to go on all evening. It's superb entertainment. Danny Cullity plays it through to Colin Corkley. Out in front of his man. Gives it to Teddy McCarthy. Danny Cullity was calling for it. He wasn't the only one. Joe Kavanagh was calling for it too. Lovely point by Joe Kavanagh. Yes, he was injured, but yes, he's back. Well, who'll forget that goal that Joe Kavanagh scored against Kerry last year? But this point, I can tell Cork people, is just as valuable for them. Knocked on by Maurice Fitzgerald. To Seamus Moynihan. Knocked away by Mark O'Connor, was it? Well, the linesman is the only man who can make a ruling on this. And he's going to throw the ball up. 2 minutes to go, plus injury, and there were stoppages, lots of stoppages. Larry Tompkins away for Cork, who lead by 2 points. Under a lot of pressure, he'll have to part with it. He has conceded the free. Well, there's no point, utterly no point in Cork protesting. They must go back and rearrange their forces as Maurice Fitzgerald concedes this one, and he's leaving it to Sean McGilligan. Well, as you'll see, it doesn't favour a right-footed kicker anyway. A lot of cheering, some booing. McGilligan drives it in. Knocked out to Niall Cahalane. Stephen O'Brien. This man is a football colossus this afternoon. Down to another Colin Corkley, but it's gone out over the sideline. Billy O'Shea. Kerry. Content to take the point. With just over a minute to go, and it was Bingo Driscoll who got it. He had the confidence to go for that from an acute angle because he got a good point just 5 minutes ago. Bingo Driscoll cutting in and putting it over. Well, we're in the 35th minute of this Páirc Uí Chaoimh thriller, and Cork are 1 point to the good. Kerry aren't dead, however. Joe Kavanagh to Paul McGrath, trying to cut infield away from Liam O'Flaherty. Looking for Colin Corkley, but Mike Hassett won that one superbly. Kerry must get this ball downfield. There's a booking for Colin Corkley, who was trying to hold up the play there, trying to squeeze every last second out of it. And his name goes into Paddy Russell's book. The young man from Lone Rangers, Mike Hassett, drives this ball in. Kerry desperately need an equaliser. We're in time added on for injuries as Larry Tompkins plays the possession game and then drives it down the line. To Colin Corkley. They're 1 point up. Teddy McCarthy will try to engineer a second. From a difficult angle for a right-footed kicker.
glorious point by Teddy McCarthy. What a superb score that was. Is it the insurance point? We are 1.5 minutes into injury time. Teddy had the ambition to go for that and to get it. And it's all over in Cork, and Cork have won it by just 2 points. A game of wildly fluctuating fortunes. Tension, drama, excitement, the odd controversial incident, but much, much superb football in a vastly entertaining Munster semi-final between these great rivals. After it all, Cork are the winners by 2 points, 1 goal and 13 points to Kerry's 2 goals and 8.
I've never been as proud of them as I am right now. They're a marvellous bunch of players, marvellous bunch of people. And even when we went to 5 points behind, I know it might sound like a well-worn cliche, I knew they wouldn't die, that they'd battle on to the bitter end, and once we got the goal, then I knew there was only going to be one result, and that was us.
Well, definitely happy to win anyway. It was very close there, very tight game. I think considering the conditions, it was a great game of football. Some very good moves, and then you had the added bonus of some great points, and of course the goals then as well mixed in. I thought it was a good game of football to watch anyway.
It was my first competitive game since last year, so it was nice to get over it. Very nice to be back with the lads. Very frustrating for looking ahead all last year. It's nice to be back again. I know I said that last year too. I was out for a long time, so hopefully I can stay injury-free this year and be able to play the remaining games.
What about that goal?
It was at a stage when we were 3 or 4 points down, Jim, and luckily enough, Collins spotted me at the edge of the square. I think the half-back line kind of took it upon themselves to push up, you know, because our backs were to the walls. And luckily enough, Collins spotted me, and I think there wasn't going to be any Kerry men stopping me at that stage, you know, at the edge of the square. So I was going for goal, and we got it, luckily enough.
Yeah, it's a great game of football there. Victory then for Cork, but given a closer run than many people expected, perhaps. Well, Kerry, though, will feel very disappointed with that result because there was a great optimism in the side that they could pull this one off. However, the result means that Cork are into a Munster final meeting with Tipperary on July 24th, because in the other semi-final at Thurles this afternoon, Tipperary overcame the challenge of Waterford. A 14-point victory for Tip, secured on the basis of their ability to breach the Waterford defence for a total of 5. And that was Stephen O'Brien of Cork. The big centre-back not only scored that vital goal in Cork's victory, but he was also a tower of strength around the middle of the field at a time when the tide of the game seemed to be going in Kerry's favour. All right, now we're going to take a commercial break.